Hey everyone, welcome back to Mystic Stories. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Got a special video for you this time. If you're new to my channel, normally what I do is tarot card reading, but I have been working on a secret project for several weeks now, which I'm giving you a preview of here today on the channel. I'm making these wood-burn tarot tiles. So I made a tarot deck in tarot tiles. I've been posting pictures of it on my Instagram, Book of Leaves Mystic Stories, and on my Facebook. And I'm going to be establishing my website here pretty soon, so I'll definitely keep you guys in the loop. When that happens, I'll put the links in the description box. But I just want to talk about these tiles for a minute because I'm like super excited about them. You guys are going to have to let me know what you think, but they're super cute. So these sets are going to be going up for sale on my website. I did some different experimentation with the finish on these guys. So this set that I have here is like the prototype set for as far as finish goes, but the finished product, they're going to have like a polyurethane on them, so they're not going to be as glossy. They're going to have a matte, more of a matte finish to them, and that way they don't stick together, because these slightly stick together. So that is one thing I'm finding that needs to be worked out. Small details. Nothing I can't fix. So, but yeah, you guys are going to have to please give me feedback and let me know what you think about these, because I am super excited about them. I think they're a lot of fun. They're super cute. And, yeah, they're just like simplified version of the tarot. I kind of designed them, just as they came to mind, and then, the rest of what was left, I basically just kind of went along with the theme of the deck. So, I'll be explaining that to you guys as I go through readings with these tiles. I did a spread earlier today just to kind of see how it turns out, and it's really interesting. It's a little bit different than it's similar to the tarot, of course, but it's different because the images are much simpler, excuse me, more simplified. This is the Four of Cups. It's just 4 hearts, 3 hearts inside of a heart. So you can see there's, the Tower, the Major Arcana. Just simplified versions of the traditional tarot that we all know. There's not much, there's astrology incorporated in the Major Arcana, but I didn't do much in the way of symbolism for astrology in the Minor Arcana. It's more kind of like elementally focused, I guess you could say. Like the Suit of Cups, is more like, flower. Like this is the 7 of Cups, so there's like 7 little wisps kind of flying off of the star, kind of like those, when dandelions die, they, you can make wishes on them. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so like I said, the Suit of Cups, it's got hearts and flowers and stuff like that. Cute things. And then the Suit of Pentacles, there's like a key for the Ace of Pentacles, so it's kind of simple. It's not exactly a hand with a large pentacle in it, but it is the same general idea of like some type of significant offering, things like that. So if you guys are interested in these and you'd like to do tarot yourself, please feel free to hit me up. I can definitely be in touch with you about like pricing and all that kind of stuff, because I'm not completely set on, because I'm going to be doing different styles and things like that with different options. So there's just going to be like a variety of like, pricing options, stuff like that. Yeah, see these. The 6 of Cups, the turtle. Anyhow, I'm kind of excited to actually pull a spread with these for you guys, just so you can see how it works. And I'll let, we'll figure them out as we go along. So that'll be the fun part. So give me just a second, guys. I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to... Actually, no. I'll do it right here in front of you guys. So this is the way that I suggest that you shuffle these. Yeah, it's a perfect opportunity to to talk about that. So if you do end up getting a set of these, what I've been doing is close up the bag. This one is a cinch bag. They're going to come in a cinch bag and a box, but that'll be like one of the options, wooden box to hold everything in. But anyhow, we'll get there. So I kind of scruff them up a little bit inside the bag, just kind of make sure they're all nice and like shuffled. Because you're not really going to be able to shuffle these the same way you shuffle a deck of cards. Obviously, you're going to need to like kind of go through and just randomly, like you would Scrabble tiles, you know. Sorry if this is loud, you guys, but it's the fun part. This is what makes it interesting. Okay, so I scuffed them up a little bit. I'm sticking my hand in there. As you can see, my hand is like totally encased in the bag. I cannot see what tiles I'm pulling, but I'm going to pull 8 tiles out. I can just grab them at random. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, got them. Set the bag aside, and this is like exactly kind of the way they came out. Oh, look, the Ace of Cups on top. Sweet. It's the Ace of Cups. So that one goes down here in the grounded position. This is the Earth. And then this is an elemental spread, so it's going to be getting in touch with our elements. So I'll show you guys kind of how I go through that. This pumpkin here, he's the Page of Wands. See, these are the neat things that I kind of did with the deck that I feel like people will enjoy. I thought it was a cool idea. I don't know. You guys are gonna have to let me know. But the Page of Wands, he's like a jack-o'-lantern. That's in the water position, so that's interesting. It's like fire in the water already. There's Fast and Furious fire in the water, something like that. 5 of Cups is 5 of Cups is up here in the thunder position. This represents thunder in the sky. So that's interesting, the 5 of Cups. Then we got the Wheel of Fortune up here in the soul. So, major cycle. Time for a major cycle. It's beginning or ending. This is interesting. We're going to have to see how this pans out. So that's over the top of the Ace of Cups here. Then we've got the Queen of Pentacles. She represents fire. We got the 6 of Swords. It's over here in the stopping and stillness is what that is. It's the mountains. These two are like really stuck together. Oh, okay. Sorry about that, guys. They're unharmed. It just kind of like, the finish is just kind of like, when the tiles kind of heat up, they kind of stick together a little bit, but that's something I'm going to fix and make sure it doesn't happen for the tiles that go out for sale. So please not to worry about that. So in the center here, make some room. We've got 2 tiles which represent the wind and the wood. So when we're looking at this whole spread, there's all the different elements here. So you could be any sign. Doesn't really matter. It's not zodiac sign specific, but so far we do have a lot of water. We've got pentacles. We've got swords, cups, wands. This octopus here, he's the 8 of Wands. So there's something transpiring here. The message. The centerpiece here is like the message. You got the 4 of Wands with the windmill. So this is interesting. We're going to go through and just kind of like see what we can get out of this message just by what tiles have come out and the simplicity of them, but what are they trying to convey here? So if we're looking at ourselves in terms of all, our entire chart here, you could have water, fire, earth, air. You probably have a combination of all of it because most people do. But in the center of the reading here came out the Ace of Cups. So that's pretty significant. So somebody's definitely in a passive state of emotion. Definitely in a place of calmness and stillness to be able to pass through. However, up here, where we have the Five of Cups, this position over here is it's thunder. It's something in us that represents where we need to take initiative and take action. So there's some sort of emotional dissatisfaction here. So we can pull cards to clarify on these guys. That's another thing I wanted to mention was that when you're working with these tiles, you can either pull your card spread first and clarify with the tiles, it'd be kind of fun. Like some people use dice, some readers use crystals, stuff like that. So these could definitely be an addition to any tarot card reading, really. Yeah, this is interesting. So the Five of Cups, and then you've got the octopus down here, the Eight of Wands, which obviously represents a lot of action and a lot of sort of like seeking. It's like you're seeking, you've got your fingers in many pies, kind of. It's like that octopus energy. When I think of the octopus, when I just see him, it just makes me think of digging deep and reaching far for something that you want. This Four of Wands here, stability. So you could be reaching, you know, researching is what this also can represent. Just kind of like throwing all the tentacles out and seeing where you can grab onto something, right? It's almost like that, but once you grab onto it, you'll have a good grip of it. That's interesting. So it looks like this Four of Wands is like within reach of the octopus here. So that's interesting. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Cups, something about a timeline here. And then with the Queen of Pentacles back here, you got money on your mind for sure. So this could have something to do with finances. But at the same time, I'm getting the sense that you're not emotionally rocked by this. Like the octopus is, he's just as wild as the sea. If sea does get wild, like this Five of Cups here, he could handle it. Him and the sea turtle actually, they could both handle that. So whatever this is if there's some sort of emotional dissatisfaction happening or some sort of storm brewing up here in the thunder clouds is kind of what it looks like, especially with the lightning coming down. You've probably had a good idea that came out of, could have came out of some sort of heartbreak or some sort of brainstorming. It doesn't even necessarily have to represent anything sad. It is it's of the emotional suit here, but it's in the thunder position, so it's kind of like something that transpired mentally and emotionally, kind of like triggered something in you to get something started. So that's what this looks like. A lot of projects, working at stability. Queen of Pentacles, I mean, that's what's lighting up your world right now. And then of course down here the Page of Wands, that's interesting. Joy. You're joyful about it too. Passionate. This position over here is the position of water, so because of the fact that pumpkins don't have much to do with water, do they? I don't think they do. Except for the fact that they're grown by water. But this is already in the phase of a jack-o'-lantern, so he's like past. It's like transformation. It's transformative because the Page of Wands always represents entrepreneurship as well. So interesting. This like coincides with itself. You see what I mean, guys? These spreads are like very simplistic, but once you actually kind of unpack that simplicity, that there's a whole other aspect of a reading. That's interesting. I really like that. But hopefully you guys can see this okay. I know the focus is kind of whack on this camera, but I appreciate you guys for sticking it out anyways, because I know it's kind of crazy when the camera starts getting all fuzzy or whatever. So anyhow, yeah, that's what I got for you guys at the moment about these tarot tiles. I kind of want to do a video of me making the tiles. I think that would be a pretty sweet video. Um, yeah, so sorry this was such a short reading, you guys, but I just kind of wanted to do it as an example to show you what the possibilities are with these tiles, like just kind of how interesting the messages are going to get. And of course we can clarify with, another deck, but I'll save that for like an actual video because I think I'm going to start incorporating these into my regular readings. So anyhow, I really thank you guys for being a part of this video. I just wanted to share my happiness, my good news with you guys. So, yeah, let me know what you think about the tiles. And, I'm welcoming all feedback at this point. Just, constructive feedback would really help a sister out. So, yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And thank you so much for watching. And feel free to like the video, subscribe to my channel if you like my stuff and you want to see more of it. And share the video with your friends or just tell them about the tiles, and tell them you saw them here on Book of Leaves, Mystic Stories. All right, until next time, take care.